work very well with their lineup.
You don't know that.
I mean,
Have you tried it?
I do. Just looking at their heroes.
Yeah.
I think they probably want some more setup for this Lena stun, perhaps. Pretty low on lockdown in general at the moment.
Radiant team pick.
Lycan.
Okay.
Lycan.
So support Lena is looking more likely now. Unless it's that support Ursa. We have seen that too.
We have seen that. I think more likely it's a crit Lena. Most likely the Necrophos in the mid lane, Ursa in the off lane.
Lycan. Is there a reason why Lycan isn't good here? I suppose he does feel decent. Again, disruptions, as always, going to be annoying, but it's not a lot you can do about that. He doesn't have to worry about all that movement speed issues.
Yeah, there's nothing to hold him back as far as the Venomancer slows. He's definitely very good against Venomancer because of that. And so far, they don't really have the best ways to pressure the Lycan out of the lane either.
Now select your heroes.
Troll. Whirling Axes. Going to be pretty good this game. Get some bash hits on a Lycan. Doesn't matter how fast he moves if he can't move. Now we're seeing who's playing what. So Yawar's on the Veno. Veno versus Lena mid. It is actually Sumail on Lena.
Yeah, so support Ursa. All right, cool.
Crit Ursa. Maybe that has a lot to do with the Venomancer pick, to be fair.
Yeah, they definitely don't want it to be a core facing the Venomancer.
Yeah.
And the kind of bully support Ogre is not a very good bully support against a Ursa support.
Remaining.
The Ursa Necrophos lane seems pretty nasty to deal with for any melee hero, at least.
Resolution Troll Warlord, Arteezy Lycan. Obviously, we've seen Arteezy play the Lycan many of times before. Do very well with it. He's hoping to have that good performance this time around, but yeah, it's fun to see Bloodlust on top of the Troll Warlord Battle Trance. That's the attack speed is real here on the Radiant side. I also wonder, I mean, Venomancer's probably still going to go more of that, magic focus, initiation, things like Blink, even Force Veil, perhaps. For a while there, we were seeing that right-click Venomancer, and he does have a Bloodlust buff. I mean, in a Battle Trance, would that be ridiculous, though? You still think it's going to be more of the utility?
Well, I think it'll be sort of... We have seen Venomancers go the Solar Crest, I think Hurricane Pike, pretty likely. Halberd, pretty good on him this game as well. So it'll be sort of like a utility right-click damage soak. I think you really just want everybody to go on you so you can poison over them as the Venomancer. I think that
Prepare for battle.
The way to take fights is pretty easy for EG. They just, they press R on Silencer, and then they press R on Arteezy, and then he runs in, and there's nothing they can really do about it.
So they want to make this as easy as possible.
It's a very straightforward game plan as far as how they want to take these fights. They have very good Roshan secure, of course, with the Ursa and the Lycan together. Pretty good Roshan as well for forward gaming and being able to scout it with the Leg Wards and the Troll.
Oh yeah, both teams have pretty good Roshan, I think it's fair to say. So yeah, Roshan going to be high contest in this game. Something to look out for even earlier than most games. Ursa, though, bottom lane, being played by Crit. He's got that Orbit Venom already as well. And
trying to match up this Venomancer against the Ursa.
Yeah.
Yawar in the bottom lane so far. And Resolution looks like he actually has just the two shared tango, so Resolution committed to going mid.
They're done with the Yawar versus Sumail matchups. Yawar wants to retire on top in this series. Not have to worry about a third.
The battle begins.
No chance.
I'm sure that was the primary reason that they're doing that.
Oh, I know. Probably not, but we could think that. Crits? Okay. See, I'm going to get a couple Furious up, but here's that Venomous Scale, and Crit is still manning up, though. It feels like somebody's going to die here.
Venomancer only 279 movement speed.
I know SVG's, as you pointed out, you do not want to battle up against an Ursa, so... Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Six Fury Swipes.
Oh boy.
5 on Yolar.
6 on Veno. He's going to go for the TP, and he is out. Okay, so that was the plan all along. Just get as much damage as possible, force him to use reach in, and then TP out. I like it.
Yeah, meanwhile, S4 gets basically a full lane of creeps freely, so he's happy about that.
Fly's
Definitely
dead? Oh! Not enough damage. Disruption level 1. He takes over Silencer, gets a couple illusions from him, and almost kills him as a result, but...
Denied.
Very close call. We'll live for now. MSS showing that he's not going to be passive, though, playing that position 4 Shadow Demon, which, again, is definitely a hero, especially if you start leveling up those Shadow Poisons. Could start farming pretty efficiently, so curious to see how MSS progresses on his items.
I think this is going to be a pretty miserable lane here in the bottom lane. Slows coming out from Vena, slows coming out from SVG's Ogre. Did go the Ignite first point, which we haven't been seeing a ton of. It's mostly been the Fire Blast, but it makes a lot of sense here to go Ignite. The stacking flows.
Yeah, right now. Necrophos 7-2, Venomancer 6-1. So Necro does have that slight lead. Troll in the middle lane. It's 9-2 Lina versus a 6-1 Troll Warlord so far. So Sumail having the better of resolution.
Yeah, I think this lane is going to get harder and harder as it progresses. The Lina just able to spam out this Troll pretty easily, I think. He's going to be hitting him with Dragon Slave over and over as he tries to CS.
Middle lane, though. We've been seeing this all 3 games. Very aggressive wraparounds early. However, there is this ward here, so... The second MSS starts moving in, he just sees a courier. Is this the Q? He's going to go in, so... Oh, Sumail wasn't paying attention.
It's a slow.
He went in for a Dragon Slave right there. He definitely was not paying attention. He's dead. Does he have a Fairy Fire? He does. It's not going to be enough, though. Resolution, credit for the first blood. Even with the ward, still can't get back in time.
Yeah, these guys play against each other enough to know that you want to try and make the mid lane as favored against Sumail as possible, just because everybody does respect his ability to win most matchups.
Yeah. Still, though, CS is very good for Sumail, as you pointed out, almost expected. In fact, going to put some good damage on resolution here. Now the Dragon Slayer, the Fairy Fire, just in case. For Troll on the salve right after. So he'll be back to full, or near it.
He's gonna have to spend a lot of gold on regen though, in this lane, and without any more help, I think that Sumail still very much takes this pretty easily.
S4 has got to be feeling pretty good about this game already. It's a much better start and definitely set up to be an overall better game for him on the Necrophos. As you see him just constantly running after Veno and Ogre, getting in the fallback. Ursa setting up some last hits there for S4. You think, what are we going to see build from S4 as that offlane Necrophos? Will it be the Veil or Yules? What?
I think that he may end up going more of a pickoff-oriented style. It would pair pretty well with the Lina burst damage and being able to fight around the Lycan. But, I mean, he'll definitely go for a pipe at some point in this game. So,
yeah,
maybe one defensive item after a couple null talismans.
Top lane. Shadow Poison level 2 is adding up. It's 4 stacks. He needs 1 more stack. Does he get it off? No, dodged right there. If he gets that 5th stack, pretty sure that's a kill. On to Lycan with a slight dodge. Middle lane, though, they run at Sumail, and I guess with the haste on Ogre Magi, it helps at the whole running at you thing. They get the kill on him again. Bottom lane, Yawar. He's now in the trees. All 3 lanes having some action. Yawar has a TP. He needs to find a room to use it, though.
You might want to use it before Ursa can get close.
Yeah, body him out.
A little
Not
too late.
going to be enough. Yeah, I mean, he was trying to get in a little nook right there, but Was that also a tree placed, by the way?
Yeah, I think he was trying to block it off.
Yeah, okay.
But now he has to make the very slow walk back to the lane. Only 300 movement speed on this Venomancer with a Windlace.
Ouch. Yeah, that's the worst case scenario. Trying to make some clever plays, putting some trees down.
Resolution might be in trouble here. Gonna get Dragon Slaved.
He's good. He's barely good. The stick is enough, and MSS coming in with some poison charges once again. Battle Trance trying to help that damage. Nice LSA on all three, including the illusions. Pretty important right here. In fact, Sumail's going for the turn kill, and MSS not enough damage. Those poisons. One more stack, maybe. Oh, just misses again. To be fair, I think it would have still been just shy. Again, that fifth stack is what really matters.
That was very close. Sumail pushing the limits of his hero. Resolution has to spend another salve. Stay in this lane.
Yeah.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Look at Fly
rotating
coming over. Yeah, Silencer is not the usual to set up a gank, but because of how much pressure is happening, it's understandable he's here.
Yeah, S4. And crit, just diving the tower.
What can he do? On the Radiant, not a whole lot. It feels like Fly. He sees Shadow Demon.
Is under attack.
With that Invis, sees him coming down here. We're definitely picking up a fight. Necrophos, Reaper Scythe. He has some stick charges to get ready for it. He's going to pop it right here. Goes for SVG. No, go for MSS. Yes.
Yep. Much better choice there. Doesn't allow him to save anybody with the disruption. So
Radiant's bottom tower
they'll take
is
that.
under
It's
attack.
gonna heal up pretty well, but actually took a lot of damage during the process, so not back to full life.
Yeah.
Not that it really matters for this Necrophos. Unless he gets caught out here.
The poison's going to start kicking in with that level 2 Poison Sting. The Arcane Curse, though, and you are realizing that maybe this was a bad idea. Yeah. And another Arcane, or a couple auto attacks from Silencer. There's the +2. For Fly. S4, he'll just TP out. Not going to risk it any further. Ooh, that was a close call. Getting somewhat low, but SVG can only do so much. No Bloodlust yet from SVG. Level 2 Ignite, level 1 Fire Blast. In this lane so far, going for more of the aggressive play in the lane.
We have seen this before. Arteezy just happily farming away, cannot be forced out of lane. So much regen on this Lycan. See Universe ping him. I think he's saying that we should probably kill this Lycan before he gets Helmet Dominator, because he's going to start putting a lot of pressure on the map once that comes out.
Yeah, that alone with his level 6, he really can just run you down. It doesn't feel like there's a lot you can do about it most of the time. So, middle lane, they're trying to set up once again on Sumail.
Disruption is out.
SVG's here. SVG is here, exactly. That's an easy kill in the end. Sumail just going to throw out what he can before he goes down.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So good movement yet again from Forward Gaming, focusing on Sumail in that middle lane, and it's paying off. Only 2,300 net worth. He's down there in the middle of the pack. They're going to find Arteezy finally, so speaking of addressing him, but okay, well, we're going to get a shapeshift out of this.
Has fallen.
I don't think he's going to be able to, maybe Shadow, okay, well, Shadow Demon, yeah, he's going to load the Wolves. That's what's happening the whole time. The Wolves were beating him down. The Wolves do his bidding. He doesn't even need to be there.
Cripple is a very, very powerful ability.
Yeah.
That's why you max the Wolves first, because I forget exactly how much the slow is, but I think it's like 30%. Makes it very hard to run away from the hasted.
I was going to say right there, it's you saw Shadow Demon just going to do anything to actually remain alive there.
20% chance.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
That Helm of the Dominator, it is finished now. You talking about the cripple?
Yeah, I'm wrong. So it's just attack speed slow, I guess, from the no movement speed slow. But they are hasted, so you can't run away.
That's
anyway.
the thing, if any, yeah. Lena, we've seen this before. It's like deja vu. MSS and SVG coming together in a 3-for-1, or a 3 versus 1 even, to make it the 1 kill. So that's death number 4 now. 0-4-0 Sumail on that mid Lena, but I suppose that's where it's opening up the space for S4. So I'll talk about a different game here, and he is topping the net worth chart now in Necrophos, and he is going to go the Veil with that first item.
Crit gets both bounty runes bottom. Going to pick up an invis. He's level 5 on this Ursa with phase booth.
Invisibility.
He's definitely a pretty dangerous support at this point. And yes, Sumail has died 4 times, but he's still 3rd in CS. He's still higher than Resolution's troll.
Crit. Can they catch a war? I'm guessing they can. Reaper's Sight set up, and oh man. They just crush him. Level 4 on that Venomancer. Ouch. Down there with the Silencer on the other side.
Yeah, he has the Tome of Knowledge. The MSS bot, I think, was headed towards him. But MSS might end up just taking it.
When it supports buying a tome for the core.
Oh, MSS has it on himself. He's not using it yet. I wonder if he's going to give it to Venom or not. I feel like he kind of has to. You definitely want that Poison Nova coming out.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as possible.
Tiny. I haven't talked about him in a while. He's going to show up. 1500 gold. Look at the poor man's Blink Dagger right there.
Oh,
It's the Vanish up on Ursa. They're beating down S4. Ghost Shroud. It's not going to be nearly enough. That's a Purge from MSS. That demonic Purge that we're talking about. That's why the Ghost Shroud is essentially useless there for Necrophos. Well played.
Yeah, they need that kill. They definitely need this Tiny to be enabled. Very close to the Blink Dagger. That's when he can start making some space for Yawar to maybe, hopefully, potentially come back into this game. This ward's spotting him out, though, as he farms.
Radiant's top tower is
EG free to take this top tier 1 tower.
Resolution is going to Battle Fury. Discuss that for a second. And no, Resolution loves to farm. Battle Fury.
Radiant structures
Is that the right call, you think, over, you know, an item that getting online sooner, ready to fight, just a bit more greed instead?
It's hard to say. I mean, we haven't really seen Troll be very successful yet in these qualifiers, so I don't really know what the correct build is on this hero at the moment to make him feel enabled.
Ooh, disruption at the last second. Bash proc off the bat from Resolution, and down goes Lena. Again, that's the thing with Shadow Demon. Think a kill's about to happen, that disruption comes out, and then the turn takes place, and MSS throwing out that tip just to rub in the salt in the wounds a little bit more for Sumail, who's now suffered his 5th death of the game as a result. I'm sure he had his first kill. Flies, yeah, no chance to get out of this one. One more, gets that range form, finishes the job. All of a sudden, Resolution, he's 4-0-2, and that Battle Fury, oh, you know, with a start like this, why not go that little bit greedy?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Perseverance, the regeneration for him is very, very helpful. Troll is a hero that has pretty terrible intelligence and intelligence gain, so his mana pool is always lacking without any form of regen. It's one of the reasons to go that item on this hero, and he definitely is really like the main core.
Have no honor.
Ursa says hello to Tiny before he goes in his grave. That's a Blink Dagger show from Tiny, and they could not find anyone else, but still, of course, they'll take that. Troll pops a Battle Transform in Ancients. However, here come the Wolves.
And the shapeshift got the stun.
Yeah, he's going in. Meanwhile, double multicast on Necrophos going for the big burst, but it's S4, and he heals up with a Ghost Shroud for the time being. The Demonic Purge does come out. Reaper sides to cut down Ogre. It doesn't actually get the kill. They finish him off in the back, though. Resolution, that blind with the whirling axes. Yeah, a lot of misses coming at Resolution. Pops the Shrine. He still has to run, however. Can MSS save? And Shadow Poison's going out, slowing the best he can. And to get in some extra damage out on top of that. Universe going to throw the tree on top of Sumail, but he survives too much with that magic wand. He's going to be fine. They pick off the Ogre. And now Fly, he's going to maybe die in the midst of this. The Poison Nova going off. The ward even still down, but EG is cleaning up. Resolution, the sole survivor all of a sudden in that fight. So, I mean, it was okay for forward gaming initially, but it just kept getting worse and worse. Fly does end up going down to Venomancer, but still a victory for EG.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised how well that went, considering that Arteezy spent his entire time chasing the troll and didn't even kill him. But the farm difference on this Venomancer in particular, he's having a very hard time having much impact in these early fights. Lots of damage on the side of EG with the Lina. Even an underfarmed Lina has heavy damage output. Same with the Ursa and the Necrophos. Necro just going straight heart.
Yeah, I just clicked on him too and had the same reaction, like, what? Okay. Veil into heart. S4, he really wants to live this game, and it goes back to that idea of speaking of being a little greedy, perhaps. Well, In EG's case, especially after the last fight, suppose they can. Although, that troll, the Battle Fury, again, just about finished. And he will start
Sumail has a
enhancing.
Midas queued up.
Dire's top tower is under
Sumail
attack.
has a Midas queued up. Okay. He wants to recover in this game.
That's not something I've seen picked up on
Dire's
Lina.
top tower
Yeah.
has fallen.
Very regularly, but I mean that 20 Fiery Soul talent is really high value. The 350 health talent also very good this game. I mean, whatever way he can to come back.
Yeah, more attack speed. Why not? S4, he's feeling pretty comfortable. Again, the Purge is out. Doesn't Kosher out just yet, though. Waiting for that. Reaper Scythe on Ogre yet again, but that was a very early Reaper Scythe. SVG, he's good for the time being. Taking down Still the Curse, and eventually the last word will finish the job. So they do kill Ogre. A lot was used right there, though, by the Dire team, including the Global Silence, but the Laguna Blade snipes down Venomancer from the side. And they make it 2 in the end. This Veno, it just continues to be a horrific game for him. He too is going the Midas, so both Sumail and Yuar are in the recovery mode this game.
Yeah, Sumail doesn't need it nearly as much. He's still, you know, second in last hits, and even though he's 5th in net worth, he's still finding quite a bit of farm. Obviously, this hero farms very, very quickly, pushes out lanes, so he will be just fine, I believe, and has the Midas recipe on the courier as well.
Yeah, he's got it coming.
Arteezy's in.
I hear it. Shapeshift, Shadow Demon. He disruptions a Lycan. That's not going to work. It's that army around him that is a scary thing,
nice
really.
Blocking with this wolf.
SVG's dead too as a result. Again, Arteezy's played this plenty. Yeah. He's just so comfortable with it. Puts the units in front, and SVG couldn't even move. It seemed like it's almost like it was a stun or a root there.
They have that one wolf in front, body blocking the ogre as he chased down with the rest of the hero and the creeps. And regarding this hard on Necro, we did see at TI when Venomancer was picked, there were a lot of hearts being picked up. I think it was actually EG against Liquid, where they had 5 hearts against the Venomancer when Miracle was playing Chaos Knight, I think, in that game.
Jeez. And
everybody else had a heart as well. Good counter.
Okay, I suppose. Even against an under-farmed Venomancer, I guess it's even more reason to get it really take him out of the game.
Burns immortal in me.
Crit ends up picking up the Aegis. Interesting. They kill Roshan together, and he takes it. Silencer is going to go down. But yeah, not often you see a position 4 picking up the Aegis. In this case, Ursa.
Yeah, it's just the Ursa factor. This is a hero that really, really does need the Aegis to be, you know, maximum effectiveness. He does have the Blink Dagger now, so 18 minutes in, this is a position 4 Ursa with a Blink phase boost Aegis.
Yeah.
You know, he's basically a core at this point. Lycan doesn't need the Aegis. He's not a very good Aegis carrier. Necrophos is not going to die, and Lina feeling pretty comfortable with where he's at as well.
God, Necrophos really is going to have a heart at around 20-21 minutes into this game. Insane.
Yeah, how do you kill him?
You don't. You try to ignore him as much as you can, I suppose, because, yeah, they're definitely not killing him unless Resolution gets 3 more items, maybe. And then maybe. Necrophos, there's a Global Science in response. Tiny, probably dead. Reaper Scythe, in fact, yes, he is. 75 seconds. He is going to be dead for thanks to that level 2 Reaper Scythe. MSS. Also, going to be run down. Crit, he'll take a banish, but I don't think that's going to save him. Yep, Fly, what is he at? Plus 14 intelligence. This is Silencer is one way or the other, man. It's like medium game. It's either he just completely struggles or he just starts adding up intelligence like crazy.
Yeah, Resolution is in trouble up here. He's getting purged.
Here's the battle. Resolution, he can definitely take it. Gets a couple bash procs with the rolling axes as well. That was the thing. This is going to say earlier, I mean, Troll is still good against Lycan if he can manage to sit on top of him, but if Lycan tries to take that battle, then that's to Resolution's advantage there.
Yeah, Arteezy also goes for the medallion to further melt heroes, and so he applies it to Resolution. At that very moment, gets bashed. And Lycan, not a hero with very much armor in the first place.
No. Well, they'll kill Yuar yet again. He did pop the Poison Nova. And crit, he's possibly going to fall right here. Some more poisons adding up from the Shadow Demon. There's the Aegis, though, remember. Troll nearly goes down to Laguna Blade, but he will live. That Veil made a lot of burst damage. Sumail getting a couple heals from S4.
This is another stack.
Burns on him. That poison sting as well. The poor man's Blink Dagger. MSS gets tossed in. The LSA is not going to save him, and now Flies also might be caught. No, he'll be fine. Middle lane. Oh no, Arteezy. If Bashbrock kicks in, but Resolution's not going to risk it. Lina buys back. He's like, all right, I'm out of here.
A pretty big momentum shift, though. Rezo farming quite well. Does have the Battle Fury. He definitely is the hero in this game that feels like he's going to be the strongest come late game. It's just a matter of getting there.
Yeah. Dire team favored according to Dodo Plus, but been a little bit up and down, and 70-30 right now for them. After a fight like that, though, yeah, you got the Bloodlust on Troll. Gets a couple lucky bash procs. BKB almost finished. Who knows what can happen?
Sumail has a Dagon queued up now.
It's one of those that's hard to tell if it's like, is this serious or is he kind of messing around now, or like, is there the logic here? I mean, we'll talk about that in a second, but Global Silence, MSS, he's trying to run the MSS on this whole time. They're going to kill him, but boy, did he make it take a while. And using a Global for a kill on Shadow Demon, again, not the most ideal.
Still, no buyback. They're going to be able to pressure at least one tower here. Heart complete on S4. And we'll see whether he can survive with this heart as Forward Gaming wraps around, but they are just cutting the creep wave.
It just looked fun. I almost thought they did. I was like, wait, did they not have vision? But then I realized with the tower there.
They've completely switched sides. They've decided that the Forward Gaming is now going to be the Dire team.
The Dire Courier gets killed. All right, so there's a plus. A couple of wards on that. Taking away a little bit of vision, I suppose, from them. Bottom tower being pushed in as well, so. And now the top lane, Necrophos, run after SVG. That's an urn. No Spear Vessel just yet. That's possibly an item that would be nice to have.
Necro's probably dead here. He's going to get Soul Catchered.
He is dead, actually, yeah. So,
very weird inversion.
Yeah. But we can't forget about that factor, that with the Shadow Demon, I do think, even with that heart, again, they still have a good way to kill Necrophos. So, it is not the ultimate answer, as we even kind of see right there. I know he's by himself, but he dropped pretty quickly as soon as Troll got on top of him.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you can't rely on the Ghost Shroud at all to be survivable, so he's just going for it becoming as tanky as possible.
Yeah. Silencer picked off. Disruption is safe. Ogre for the time being. Arteezy's trying to think about this. Does he want to really commit or not? He's sending in his army. Now trying to get away with it. The Centaur leading the way. I don't know what... Okay.
Deny the creep.
Yeah, I suppose. I thought he was maybe trying to look for Ogre still or something, but don't give them the bounty.
Rezo is BKB now. He's becoming harder and harder to deal with. And if Forward Gaming can just kind of group up around this troll, the Venomancer doesn't even really need to be that farm. He just kind of needs to get the Poison Nova off. As long as they're grouped up as 5, and these fights just kind of take that approach as opposed to getting picked off and losing towers.
Can't forget about the Soul Catcher as well from Shadow Demon. You know, enhancing the damage that whoever he puts it on takes from everyone around. So that's something else throughout these fights that, you know, on the appropriate targets, they could fall very quickly. Let's go back to this Lina, though, and talk about that dig on again for a second. He actually ends up going the Yules first for now, so he will have that defensive item at least. But does Dagon make sense against this Radiant lineup? I mean, just more heavy burst, and like it is their right clicker, to be fair, and providing all that physical
damage.
Yeah, I don't really know. He might have just... I mean, the Staff of Wizardry is a component in both the Yules and the Dagon, so he might have just, like, clicked on Dagon to get the Staff of Wizardry to buy the Yules. I don't really know. I mean...
Kill us 4 again.
Bursting the troll before he gets his BKB off is perhaps their only salvation against this hero at the moment.
Yeah. Again, we'll see if he actually commits for it, so do more thinking on it perhaps once he does, but And we'll ultimately see, of course. Ursa, he's found a good buddy in Noir.
The Prowler gets him, though.
Oh, the
Actually,
Prowler.
that might just kill him.
Yep, it absolutely will. That sucks. Sumail, can Resolution catch up? Probably not. No blink or anything like that. Although, Shadow Demon's here, and now Sumail's in trouble. Yeah. Aether Lens on Shadow Demon as mentioned. That's a good range on Disruption. They catch Sumail off guard. Resolution is farm. We have not seen successful trolls in this event. It feels like, as you're saying, the stats kind of back that up as well. But the biggest factor is that lack of being kited so heavily. He's managing to get on top of people this game, though, and it is thanks to his teammates, I think he got a credit.
Yeah, it's also partially the lineup of EG. Ursa wants to go in, Lycan wants to go in, Necrophos wants to go in, so they're kind of coming to him in these fights. And Lina, who would be the biggest problem for the troll with the range and right-click, is not in a position to really threaten him at all.
Fly, they found him. Survived through that one. Yeah, that's something else we've overlooked too, actually. The double Veil of Discord that's been picked up on EG side. Both Necro and Lina have one, so that's another thing that's like, wait, what? Some interesting decisions.
A little questionable.
Oh, Tiny's dead. Reaper Scythe. He was sitting there the whole time with the Invis. Necrophos, good patience. It does eventually pay off.
Not able to really find anybody, though.
He's trying to block him with the Siege Creep again. They get the slow.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's microing a little bit right there. But still, SVG is going to run away, and Arteezy doesn't want to go too deep. So, yeah.
14 armor.
Ogre's too strong.
Kind of a tough target.
He's got a Spirit Vessel now. That's another item, speaking of Necrophos, that is very good against.
Skullbasher picked up on Ursa. He's in full Ursa mode at this point, and finds Yawar again.
Didn't we just see this in the same spot? Then we saw the turn kill on crit. Okay, they're not going to get that, though. At least yet. Universe. He's looking. Go for Sumail, maybe. Bloodlust applied. If they keep pushing this, the lack in the uphill vision. Oh, okay, they do have the ward up here.
I gotta laugh a little bit. Yawar 1-8-5, Sumail 1-8-3.
I'll laugh for you. That's kind of funny, actually. Yeah, that's.
This game is no longer the Hassan Bowl 2018.
No,
it's become something else.
Resolution versus Arteezy Bowl. That's just not as appealing of a name. They're gonna. Dear God, they melt Roshan. Yeah, by the time you think they're doing Roshan, it's just dead anyways. And now Universe gets to get out of here. He will blink away. SVG. In the front lines, Arteezy. Is he jumping into a death trap? It looks like it. He's in trouble. The triple bolt gets on top of that. The bash procs from Troll Warlord. However, Troll's getting bashed himself. He goes down. Wow. Crit with the counter bash. Troll does buyback. They did kill Venomancer as well. Oh,
Arteezy
man.
does go down.
Okay,
but
he did
Crit
have
is really playing the position one this game. Like, on this Ursa, he's extremely farmed, going for a BKB next.
We're not done just yet. Lina goes down 70 seconds. Going to be dead for a crit. At half-life, does have the rage in 10 seconds and has the Aegis still. Yeah, Tiny, that's a dieback on Universe. Right there. Remember, Arteezy is still going to be out for 45 more seconds, but with Lina coming back in, it's going to be a reset for Forward Gaming. Man. I don't know what to make of that. The bash procs on either side coming through.
Now it's double damage.
MSS. He's caught.
He's dead.
He is dead. Shadow Demon out for 50. Buyback ready if needed. Well, well, well. Yeah, that Basher, you mentioned crit. He really is a core. Like, this is not a position 4 support anymore. He's basically taken over as a true core for the team. Arguably more impact than the Lina's having right now, that's for sure.
Yeah, Arteezy feeling like he's having a little bit of a hard time actually securing these kills now, so having the Lina with the burst damage and the Ursa with the burst as well is very helpful to EG actually finishing these fights off the way that they want to be.
Troll's going to push out top lane. He's level 22. I have Scotty wants to be finished, but their base. Tier 3 tower. This is without Arteezy. He is running in now. Pops a shapeshift to get here quickly. Brings that AC as well as with the Dominator buff in. and let the buildings melt. Disruption's not going to really save that. Rax will fall here at the bottom, so the Radiant essentially giving it up. Not much they could do there, especially with Tiny still dead. So good capitalized by Evil Geniuses as they have that 7,000 net worth lead now.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Yeah, we can see that it's pretty tough for Forward Gaming to take a fight if they have to run into EG. They've been capitalizing on EG running into them as they've been pushing out on the map, but they are struggling a little bit to actually take these fights now.
MSS, he got a bounty room, but it came at a cost for his life. So they catch him. And Necrophos building a Shiva, so just continue the trend of building really bulky here. And speaking of that, something like an Aeon Disc may not be a bad choice either on Necrophos eventually too.
Yeah, not as good against the Venomancer just because it ends up getting ticked out pretty easily.
True.
But we do see Sumail not actually going for the Dagon. He's got an Aether Lens now, so he's playing that sort of ranged game, providing his team with utility stuns and damage from as far away from the troll as possible.
Okay. Yeah, makes more sense. And he takes a 12 spell lamp at level 20 as well, so yeah, he really has transitioned. I highly doubt this was the plan from the beginning as far as his items go and his talent build, but you know what?
Full Abyssal Blade on crit.
Yeah.
Decided to finish that off instead of the BKB.
He looked at Sumail, he's like, I'm the carry now. And okay, we're swapping roles. That's what happened here.
I mean, you got to look at this, right? You've got Resolution, 19,000 net worth, but then it's 4 EG heroes. Well, I'll just call it what it is. It's 4 EG cores right afterwards. And that's pretty tough to deal with. You are still only level 14, even with a Midas.
Oh, God, yeah, he is, wow. He's still down there with the Silencer at 14. 17 is the next one in the line as far as levels go. So it really is the Resolution show. It tends to be that way a lot, obviously, with Resolution. It's kind of the nature, the way teams tend to play around him as a player. And for the most time, it does work, but this does feel like it's going to become more and more of a tough game to come out on top of. But 25 is approaching. And I definitely have to assume this game we are going to see the Whirling Axis cooldown. It's been pretty high value.
Yeah, he still has a 9-second BKB. He's been pretty careful with when he uses it. And that's one of the most important parts of this hero is that BKB. When it gets low, Troll gets kited. And he really needs to make sure that he has as long as possible magic immunity.
Tiny's trying to build an Echo Saber, so he's trying to provide some more burst for the team. Goes up with the Avalanche. Global Silence response. Resolution was still running in as if he wanted to go. Shadow Demon's locked out this whole time with speed silenced up. He couldn't do a damn thing.
Bursted.
He's dead for 50 seconds. And a disaster of a start right now for Forward Gaming. Yawar, he got the Poison Nova off, but he's going to die shortly after. Resolution's trying to do what he can. Possible Whirling Axis. Going for the man mode up against Ursa right there. Ursa goes down for 75 seconds. But the series reside. 165 seconds. No buyback. And just like that, the game may be over in favor of EG.
Yeah, with a Lycan hitting your base, AC complete.
Got him. I think that's almost accepting right there. It's just the Ogre versus what's now 4 heroes. Again, they killed Lena, but she's basically a support as we've stressed this game. Ursa buys back anyways. And the buildings are falling. They'll probably just go for the finish. No, they're going to go for the clear, I suppose. But get the Mega Creeps and possibly even just finish after anyways. I mean, 125 seconds before Troll's even back up. Crit's going to die.
I think we can call this one.
Yep. And that means EG will very likely, with the victory here, will advance on to the grand finals.
So after all that, I mean, what do we think about this Troll hero? I still am less than impressed by Troll Impact. I mean, look how far in Resolution was compared to everybody else, and still seems to be, once BKB's over, this hero just does nothing.
Yeah. To me, to make Troll work, it seems like you just need that other right-click hard carry core. Now, they do have a Tiny, so I suppose on paper it was there, but we never really saw that from Universe either, though, to be as far as like being that heavy burst. He got the Echo Saber at the very last second before the game ended right here. He just simply had his initiation early on before that, so I don't know. I don't even know if that's the answer, you know, building around the battle trance. Just Troll as a hero from what we have been seeing recently here, it's seeming like there are the weaknesses that keep getting exposed.
Yep, but well played. I'm always down to see a Lycan game. I think the hero's pretty